And believe that hard work is the ultimate key to success. But have you ever considered that simply working hard isn't enough? You also need to work with wisdom. It's like a lamp that stays lit all the time. No one really notices it. But the moment it suddenly goes out, everyone's attention is drawn to it. We are much the same. If we can't make others see our presence and our contributions in the right way, then one day someone might replace us, thinking we were never really necessary. Let's dive into a story that teaches us a powerful lesson about life and work. Once upon a time, in a bustling factory, there was a young and eager worker. His mentor was an elderly craftsman, respected by everyone for his skill and wisdom. This experienced craftsman took the young man under his wing and taught him learn to work with complete focus. Don't talk too much, just let your work speak for itself. Strive to be the absolute best at everything you do in this factory so that no one can ever replace you. 10 years passed. The elderly craftsman retired, and the young man, now a seasoned worker himself, proudly took his place. He followed his mentor's advice to the letter, working with unwavering dedication and immense effort. He was the first to arrive and the last to leave, his hands always busy, his mind always on the task. One day, feeling a bit down, he decided to visit his old teacher. The elder noticed his student's long face and gently asked, "What's troubling you, my boy? Is there a problem?" The young man let out a heavy sigh. "I followed every single word you told me," he began. "I work with total focus, I stay quiet, and I know for a fact that no one in the entire factory is as skilled as I am. I've made myself completely indispensable, just like you said. But there's one thing I just can't understand. Colleagues who don't have even half of my skills have been promoted, climbing the ladder. Yet my salary is still as low as it was when I was just your assistant. It feels like all my hard work is invisible." The elderly craftsman listened patiently, then asked a simple question. "Do you truly believe you have become incredibly important to this factory?" The young man nodded firmly, without a hint of doubt. "Yes, absolutely." The old man stroked his chin, thinking for a moment. "All right," he said, "then I want you to do one thing. Tomorrow, take a day off. Make up some excuse. You've earned a little rest, and it might do you some good." The young man was surprised by this unusual advice, but found it reasonable. He thanked his mentor, went straight to his manager, and applied for a day's leave. The very next day, when he returned to work, he was immediately summoned to the manager's office. He walked in, a little nervous, wondering what was wrong. The manager looked up at him, a look of relief on his face. "You being absent yesterday caused a lot of problems," he said. "The tasks you handle so easily, the ones we all take for granted, became major issues. No one else could solve them properly. Your absence showed us just how crucial you are to our operations." Realizing his true value, the manager promoted him to the position of senior technician, gave him a significant raise. The young man was overjoyed and deeply grateful for his mentor's wisdom. He felt he had finally discovered the real secret to success. And just as he expected, the next day, he would find that the situation had turned in his favor. A problem would be solved, a new privilege granted, or more praise would come his way. This strategy worked like a charm for several months. Then one day, he arrived at the factory gates as usual, but to his utter shock, the security guard wouldn't let him in. He was handed a letter. Confused and alarmed, he opened it and read the words that felt like a punch to the gut. His employment was terminated. He had been fired. He couldn't believe it. How could this happen? He was the most important person there. Hurt, confused, and with his pride shattered, he went straight back to his old mentor. His voice trembled with a mix of anger and pain as he asked, "Why did I lose my job? Didn't I do exactly what you advised?" Didn't I prove my importance? The elder shook his head slowly, his eyes filled with a sad understanding. No, he said gently. You learned only half of the lesson, not the whole thing. You understood the first part perfectly. If a lamp stays on all the time, no one notices its importance. People only realize its value when it suddenly goes out. That's when they see what they were taking for granted. But you were in such a hurry to apply that lesson that you never stayed to listen to the second part. The young man was stunned into silence. The second part? He whispered. The wise craftsman leaned forward, his voice soft but firm. The second part is even more important than the first. If a lamp keeps going out again and again, flickering on and off, sooner or later, it will be replaced with a better, more reliable one. He paused, letting the words sink in. Because who would want a lamp they can't depend on? Your brilliance became unreliable. This story holds a mirror to our own lives. Think about it. We often take our family and friends for granted simply because they are always there for us, providing their light and warmth consistently. But what if one day they weren't there? The lesson is to appreciate the steady lights in your own life. Don't wait for that dark day to realize their importance. Be grateful to them today, right now. And for yourself, yes, make sure your contributions are seen and valued. Don't let yourself be ignored. But that doesn't mean you should stop everything just to prove a point. The key is balance. Keep doing your great work, keep being reliable, but also learn to communicate your value effectively. Maintain a balance in everything you do. When you find that equilibrium, you'll see that life has a way of rewarding you with balance in return. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that makes you think. See you in the next video.